So the National Association of Realtors just released a new housing report, which could have indicated potential trend reversal in the housing market. And I say could have because there is another metric which I am tracking very closely that has got me very concerned. I think it's going to significantly impact the housing market. But before we get to this other metric, let's dive deep into this housing report from NAR. So according to the National Association of Realtors, the median home value in October for a single-family home was $317,700, and this is up 16% from October of 2019. And so with $317,000 being the median home value today, that means in the last 12 months, the average homeowner in America has gained $40,000 of equity in their homes just by being a homeowner. Now, this is significant because in last month's housing report from NAR, they said that homes had appreciated 15.2% in value. And most of that appreciation came in just 4 months, from June till September. So if you had graphed those 4 months, home values would have gone like this. But now in October, they're leveling off. They're still appreciating slightly, but nowhere nearly as significant as they had been in the previous 4 months. So it appears that the momentum in the housing market may be starting to fade away and that home prices are finally starting to level off. So the report goes on to say that the total inventory in the market was down 2.7% from September and down almost 20% from 12 months ago. But even though the total number of inventory in the market went down from September to October, the number of homes sales actually went up 4%, and this marks the 5th month in a row that we've seen an increase in the number of transactions. And the number of total sales in October was up 26.6% from this time last year. And so you notice that correlation there, right? The inventory in the market has decreased 20% compared to last year, but the number of homes actually being sold has increased by 26%. This is what's driving the home prices up and why home values have increased 16% in the last 12 months. It all comes down to supply and demand. We've seen supply significantly decrease and demand significantly increase, and this is what's driving home prices up. And according to this report, we have 2.5 months of inventory in the market right now compared to 3.9 months of inventory in the market this time last year. So what that means is if we had no more listings entering the market at all, at this current rate, we'd sell every single home in the market in 2.5 months. And the report continues to go on to say that the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage in September was 2.89%. In October, it dropped to 2.83%. And at this time last year, the average interest rate was 3.94%. And this is pretty significant. This means that we are continuing to see mortgage interest rates drop. And at this rate, in 12 months from now, we could see interest rates at around 2%. And so what that means is that the demand for homes is going to stay strong and continue to grow. And what that also means is that buyers can now throw more money at a house in order to purchase it. If a buyer has a goal of only having a $2,000 a month mortgage, in September, maybe they could afford a $450,000 house. Now in October, because the interest rates have dropped just slightly, now they can afford a $460,000 house for the same monthly payment. And that means that they are more willing to spend more to purchase a property. In the housing market, we typically see a direct correlation with interest rates going down and home prices going up. And it appears, according to this data, that interest rates are still dropping, and there's not really showing any signs of slowing down. Now, there is one more number which is very scary, and I think it's going to have a huge impact on the housing market over the next 2 to 3 months, and is not actually inside this report. And that number is the number of daily diagnosed cases. So if we look at this chart here, what we see is that the number of daily cases in September was actually declining and starting to level out. Then in October, we just started seeing a trend reversal in these numbers, and by the end of October, we're making new all-time highs in the number of daily diagnosed cases. And now in just the past few weeks, we have not only passed over 100,000 cases in one day, but we're just about to pass 200,000 cases diagnosed in just one day. And if we look at the number of total deaths in this country, we see that that lags behind the increase in cases by a few weeks, but we are now almost up to 2,000 deaths a day in this country. And all the experts are saying because of the holiday season, these numbers are about to explode within our country. We may start seeing 300,000 cases, 400, 500,000 cases diagnosed a day. And when that happens, we could see 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 deaths a day in this country. And this virus is the biggest reason why inventory in the real estate market has shrunk so significantly in the last few months. And my thesis is that over the next 6 months, there's going to be a direct correlation between the number of daily diagnosed cases and the number of inventory in the market. So as we start seeing these scarier and scarier headlines, as states start locking down, we're going to see fewer and fewer sellers wanting to put their homes up on the market. And we've already seen this pattern in the direct correlation between inventory going down and home prices going up. Now look, when you're making market predictions, it is incredibly hard to factor in all the different variables, right? We have the political climate, we have how effective this vaccine is going to be. We have a recent poll that said 40% of Americans don't even want to take the vaccine if it was offered to them. Because of all these different variables, it's very hard to predict when something is going to happen in the market. But this is something that I feel very confident on predicting. I feel like 95% confident that we are going to see a significant increase in the number of daily cases, and that is going to have a huge impact on inventory. Inventory is absolutely going to dry up in the real estate market in December and in January because of this virus. Now, if demand stays high, which I think it will, but I'm not as confident on, but if demand does stay high, home prices are going to go through the roof again. So look, if you want to learn more about the 2 vaccines that were just announced in the last week and how they're going to directly impact the housing market, check out this video it did right here. Don't forget to subscribe for more real estate and financial videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you over in the next video.